This past Tuesday, US President Donald Trump walked on stage in front of 1,500 teenagers holding their cell phones and stood in front of a presidential seal that said 45 is a puppet in Spanish. Not only that, but the doctored seal was also very similar to the state seal of the Russian Federation, a two-headed eagle that was also clutching a set of golf clubs. That's awkward. Welcome back to InformOverload. I'm Charlotte Dobre. We do the news and make it entertaining, and if you've been a subscriber of IO for more than a couple of years, you know that I normally don't like to cover news about Trump for obvious reasons, but this next story was way too interesting to pass up. This week on Tuesday, Donald Trump appeared at a Turning Point USA conference to deliver a speech in front of thousands of young Trump supporters. The event was the Teen Student Action Summit. But as Donald Trump walked on stage, the presidential seal that appeared behind him wasn't the official seal. It was a seal meant to mock Trump. No one present seemed to notice the doctored seal as the president spoke, but that doesn't mean that the incident wasn't captured on camera. 45 es un titier. Forgive me if I'm saying that incorrectly. I am not Spanish, nor can I speak Spanish, but that means 45 is a puppet in Spanish, and it was the focal point of the altered presidential seal that Trump stood in front of. Here is the real presidential seal. It has an eagle with one head, and the eagle is holding a bunch of arrows and a branch. And here's the fake presidential seal, a two-headed eagle holding a set of golf clubs and clutching dollar bills instead of a branch. The double-headed eagle seal is very similar to the one used in the USSR's flag. So, the guy who made this is Charles Leezak, a graphic designer from Virginia who made the fake seal in 2016 as a quote, goofy thing, and it wasn't supposed to appear behind the president. Although Turning Point USA said that the doctored seal appearing behind Donald Trump had to be a mistake, Leezak says otherwise. He says that it had to be deliberate because the seal that he made is hard to find. He sold it on his web store, One Term Donnie, as well as posters, hats, and other merch that criticized the Trump presidency. He also said that the seal was one of the most petty pieces of art he's ever created. Charles is a former Republican who can't stand Trump, and now he's facing a ton of online abuse. When he woke up on Thursday, he was bombarded with messages, especially on Facebook. Even though Charles Leezak created this seal, he's actually not responsible for putting it up behind the president this past Tuesday. It's also not clear who is responsible at this time. A spokesperson for Turning Point USA said that it had identified the person responsible and they let the individual go. The spokesperson also said that the incident was a mistake that was caused by a last-minute search for an image of the seal. They said, and I quote, "One of our video team members did a Google search for a high-res PNG file presidential seal. The individual did the search and, with the added pressure of the event, didn't notice that it was a doctored seal." It was also suggested that this mix-up was also the fault of the president's advance team, which is responsible for all the details of any presidential appearance. They said ultimately both Turning Point USA and the White House advance are at fault. TPUSA and the production crew were responsible for putting the wrong graphic up, but the advance office should have provided the official seal and or approved everything that was put out. Well, this is just a sticky situation, isn't it, friends? Why don't you tell me your thoughts on this one down there in the comments? For now, I'm gonna respond to some comments from my video. Peppa Pig is actually 7 feet tall. Nugget said, happy birthday to me. Hope it was a great one. Did you eat a potato cake? Winter Scarlet Spider Witch said, let's storm Peppa Pig because she can't stand on all of us. Oh hell yeah. The Cupcake Army said, I dare Charlotte to do the JIT or upload on her own channel for once, please! I would love to post an update video to tell you guys about what I've been up to. It's been an insane few months, but I don't want to jump the gun until I'm sure that I can talk about it. That sounds really cryptic. Hopefully I have good news for you soon. A Tired Lesbian said, anyone else notice that Charlotte just sounds really tired in the latest vids? I'm very tired. That is it for me. Thanks for watching. Click this playlist to keep watching and leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll see you in a future IO video.